Welcome to the Zen Zone. Zen Lee here. We have a little bit of a new setup here. We're using a different sort of webcam. I think it looks a little bit better. If you could take a moment to appreciate the work that I'm trying to do to improve the quality of my content, I would really appreciate a simple like, a comment using discount code ZenZone. Really helps me out. Consider becoming a member to get these videos earlier. So yeah, we got a bit of a new setup. I think it looks a little bit better. I like it. And today's topic is an important topic for me personally, as a racer, as an EUC racer. I think we have two wheels that are going to change the meta. You're going to need one of these two wheels to be competitive. We have a race coming up, the TEF1 race, one of the biggest races in EUC history. We are talking 70-ish racers from all over the globe, 70 racers coming to compete for a prize pool, cash prize pool. EUC racing, I think it's going to be exciting. Now, something that I thought I had a chance at a podium. If I get the Begode race, maybe, but I don't know that we're going to have the Begode race before TEF1, which I feel like is a missed opportunity. However, and don't quote me on any of this, guys, I am speculating, I am thinking out loud. I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to create this content. For some creators, that's cringe, or you shouldn't do speculation videos. You should only talk about a wheel if you've ridden it. That's not how it works. When you're thinking about buying a wheel, you speculate, right? I already bought the Begode race. Now I'm like, do I want to cancel that pre-order like Brian did, Beer AI? One of the best racers in the world, he canceled his pre-order on the Begode race. Why? Because he said it was overheating, and I think there was another issue. I hope they have fixed that issue since then, because I bought one and I was hoping to have it before the TEF1 race, but I don't know that's going to be an option. So I will be racing the Oryx, which I don't think it's going to be hard to make it to the finals on that circuit, on the Sonoma circuit. I've ridden it before. I think it's going to be hard to make it to the finals on that circuit. With the Oryx, I'm going to try my best. I've been training, but hurt my knee a little bit because I was overtraining, putting too many miles on the wheel. It's a big wheel, it's a heavy wheel. Burn out the cartilage in my knee, manipulating around. And I'm not going to change the tire. So for me to make it to the finals, that will be my goal. But it's going to be a tough goal because I'll be racing smaller, the Blitz Pro, the X-Way, all these super torquey, lightweight wheels that'll be better on the smaller type of Sonoma circuit. I don't think anyone will go past 55 on this circuit, maybe 60 if you're really pushing it, but I'm not so certain about that. Now, something I'm thinking about. TEF1, sponsored by Inmotion. It would be a huge missed opportunity for them to not have their P6 there being raced by Max and Zach, right? And Brian, maybe even. Those three, P6, all three podiums, no Begode races there to contest them. I don't think the Oryx can contest the P6. I don't think the Oryx can contest even the Begode race. Maybe it can contest the X-Way and Blitz Pro. So that's my only shot on the Oryx versus those. But if the race is there and the P6 is there, I think there's no question. The bigger tire, the bigger weight on a smaller circuit is not going to be good. Even on the TEF1 circuit versus the P6 and the Begode race, they can hit higher speeds. So the Oryx is a race wheel. It can be a race wheel. For me, on those smaller circuits, it's not going to be it. So that's something to think about, guys. Are we going to see the P6, the Inmotion P6, the Begode race at TEF1? It's sponsored by Inmotion, so you think the P6 would be there. Am I correct in saying that? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, we're going to look at the P6 versus the Begode race. We have a content creator here in the USA with the Begode race, and she's released some content. And we have Inmotion has updated some of their P6 content, some of the testing. They're doing a better job than I thought they were doing. They're really taking care of these guys, and they have some Inmotion leathers. So when we see the official piece of content, we're going to see these awesome Inmotion leathers. I saw them, and they look sexy, man. These leathers are amazing. My leathers are getting a little bit older, I love my leathers. I love the leathers. These things, they fit me well. When I've crashed in them, they keep me safe more than any other piece of equipment I've worn before. And I have chest protectors So if I do hit my chest, you know, I'm a bit protected. That's the weak spot with leathers, is the chest protection. You need something under them to help protect. But yeah, I love my leathers. All right, let's get into the video, the content of the video here. I really wanted to talk about the specs of each of these wheels. We don't know the P6 yet, but we should know soon. I think it will be same size tire, 20-inch tire. I thought it was bigger at first when I saw it, but I think it's 20-inch tire. I think it'll be about the same size battery, give or take 200 watts, you know, either 4,000 or 3,600, 3,800 watt hours. Does that make you guys happy when I say watt hours? All right. 5,000 watt motor, high speed motor, max speed 200 kilometers per hour, no load, reinforced tubeless rim, 48 MOSFET. I mean, this thing is a beast of a wheel, and for the price of $3,000, you're getting a top tier race wheel. Again, what I'm concerned about is Brian canceling his pre-order because of overheating. I've had issues with overheating on my Begode wheels in the past. I went to a race in Spain with the ET Max, and I was running some amazing lap times. I think I would have got first place or second place. I ended up getting third because I switched to the links. But I was doing so well on the ET Max, and then it overheated. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to race the links. I took off my pads on the ET Max, put them on my links, and then I ran the ET Max a few more times to see if it's going to overheat again. And that's when I got the wobble because I had adjusted my pads. And yeah, man, it overheated again. So I'm worried about that on this race wheel. If you look at Maribel's video here, MV Fit, it looks like there's not much space. I heard that could create or restrict airflow. If you look at the space between the side panels here, the tire looks amazing. I think it'll be a perfect tire. You won't need to do a tire change out the gate, which is something I'm worried about the P6. Like, what stock tire are they going to use? I love the height of this wheel. It reminds me of the EX30. It's low profile, so your batteries aren't going to be hanging up in the air like the Oryx. So it'll be better when the wind hits you. You'll be lower profile. The suspension, I think, is the same sort as the Panther. This is the wheel I've been asking Begode to build. And I don't think it looks bad. Honestly, personally, between the P6 and the Begode race, I think I like the race look more. I like the Oryx look better than all of them, but we're racers. We don't really care about the looks too much, right? We just care about performance, and I think both these wheels are going to be competitive. I think I mentioned Begode race. Look at, there's just no space here, man. That could maybe restrict airflow. Maybe you're grinding on the side. I'm not sure. So I am worried. I'm not worried. I'm concerned. All right. I'm concerned that there may be some heat, and I'm concerned I may not have this wheel before TEF1, and I'll have to race the Oryx. And then I'll probably get, oh, I thought you said the Oryx was racing wheel. The Oryx can be a racing wheel. Well, right now it can be. Before the P6 and race come out, I think it can be competitive against the X-Way and the Blitz Pro, which I think are the two best racing wheels right now. But on this Sonomon circuit, I would take the Blitz Pro or the X-Way 168 volt over the Oryx personally. Spin out 92 miles per hour. Top speed's not going to be a big issue. I'm not concerned about top speed. I'm more worried about torque, how torquey this wheel is compared to the P6. So, P6 versus Begode race. Which one is more torquey? Which one has better specs? Which one's going to get higher top speed? P6 will get higher top speed. I think that's unquestionable. We have some riding footage from Maribel here, which this video wasn't very well received by the community. Some people are saying it's like the worst piece of content. Johnny Go Vroom, you know, was being nice and saying, he's like, if you guys don't know, he's a super sweet guy, content creator, positive force. And he's saying if they paired you with a fire videography team, your access to wheels and speeds on them would make you a YouTube god. So he's giving her a compliment, just saying, you know, you need a critique. And she just didn't take it well. She just became super defensive. I'm working so hard. Yes, you're working hard. But like, even in this video, she's carrying a tripod. All she had to do was set up some static shots so we could see like some full body racings, not just this horrible perspective of looking down. And then I don't think she goes past 32 miles per hour. That's why Primo was making fun of her, because she is the only content creator with this wheel right now, this flagship Begode race wheel. All the racers are tuning in. We're really hoping for this amazing piece of content to see the best female racer in the world push it to the limits, and this is what we got, you know. Just now her commentary was good. My only complaint, and I think most people's complaints, is this 15 minutes of looking down at the wheel and her not going faster than 32 miles and carry a tripod. She literally could have set up some tripod shots. So if you're working hard or not, it doesn't matter. You literally, all you gotta do is set the tripod down, record some static shots. Enough of that. I'm a bit upset because, like, right here, this guy says, congratulations, worse than a Zenly video. Which I didn't think was possible. Zenly footage is more cringe. Dude speculates and steals footage, lol. And honestly, I feel bad for her. And it's sad because everyone agrees that Alien Rides, out of all the branding, is some of the coolest branding. You know, Alien Rides, it's just such, and the logo, everything is super cool. So that's another thing, the weight. Which one is going to weigh more? I think the P6 will weigh more based off the videos I'm seeing. 100-pound wheels each. Man, this looks like an updated EX30, which I'm all about. I'm all about that. Comes with the power pads. That's awesome. Plenty of space. I think this could be amazing. Top tier, S tier racing wheel versus the P6. Let's go ahead and look at some P6 footage. We got these P6 tests here with Max leaning like a madman. I think he was a little bit upset because I said I thought he was too small for this wheel, so he's like upset with me. Even though 90% of the things I say about all these guys are positive, but you say one little thing, critique, and they just like hate you after that, or at least that's the vibe I was getting. Maybe I'm wrong, but he is a small dude for this wheel, but he could probably ride it. I wonder if he'll still stick to his Commander Max 168 volt. I think it's a better wheel for him based off what I'm seeing here. I think he'll run better on the Commander. What does he have? Commander Pro, right? That's the one, Commander Pro. He's modified it to 100. He's one of the smartest guys too, man. He modified his 134 volt wheel to 168 volt wheel. He's like Tony Stark, right? And just because I said he's small, you know, he's a little bit upset with me, whatever. So this goes to show you, man. Okay, this acceleration test, this doesn't look like the P6, right? Am I seeing two headlights here? This kind of looks like a Begode race, right? Does this look like a Begode race? I don't. Maybe it's not. I don't know what this is. This looks like a Begode race to me. Now Max has way more of a lean. This is interesting footage. What wheel is this? This looks like a Begode race. Is this a Begode race? It might be. What do you guys think? Is this a Begode race? Or, yeah, and so if this is actual acceleration tests, and the smaller guy beating the bigger guy on an acceleration, wow. And Zach has amazing starts, so I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? Is this a Begode race? This is not the P6, right? Because it doesn't have the same divots. Wow, we may see, this may be, like, the footage I wanted to see was the race versus the P6. So if it has more torque, that makes me want it more. Torque is a big deal in races. Getting in front, a lot of times it's hard to pass in a race, so having that whole shot is huge, man. Alright, so, man, if this is the case, now, I wonder if Zach's giving it his all. Max definitely is. Max probably has the best lean in the business. That lean is insane. But Zach has more body weight, so that should give him better accelerations. But if this is the P6 versus the race, I think that's a big win for the P6. Now, this is the Inmotion V13 Pro, guys, but please pretend, for the sake of the video, that it is the, what's it called? Inmotion P6. Pretend, for the sake of the video, that this is the Inmotion P6. And the price is $3,000, the same as the race. Pretend, for the sake of this video, they are the same price, okay? The same price. Pretend that. Now, which one would you buy? The Begode race, $3,000, or the P6, $3,000? If Inmotion does that, if Inmotion makes it the same price as the race, they just price match with the Begode, which one would you take? For me, I have to think about it for a minute. I honestly am leaning towards the race, unless this is if this is the race here, that makes me want the P6 more. So that is my thoughts on these two wheels. I am curious what your guys' thoughts are on the new setup, and which wheel of these two wheels would you take right now based off what we have. It's okay to speculate, guys. Don't let these people shame you into thinking speculation is bad die. That's how we decide what we want to buy. I'm speculating right now. Do I need to cancel my deposit? I don't think so. I think I'm happy with the race. Maybe I will get both of them, but there's a lot to see. Hopefully I get my race soon. I don't think I'll have it before TEF1, which is, I think a lot of people wanted to see me make some content with it before the race and to even maybe race with it. So we got the Oryx for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Your likes, comments, and shares mean everything to me. Use discount code ZENZO, oneride.eu if you're in Europe, eWheels USA, Alien Rides, Pit Zoom, and TEF1's coming up. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, stay in the Zen Zone.